Yale, after their game against Brown, really felt like they didn't start as quick as they wanted. We're behind in that game in the first quarter, 4-1, before they had to make a comeback.
You can see the importance of the face-off game here.
There's a shot and a score! Before you can get that point, it's Leo Johnson again!
Johnson came out of high school. Get the hands on the sophomore quick enough.
And quickly again, off the face-off, we're going to see our first flag of the day. Yale 3 for 3 on the face-offs to start. A good win there by Ramsey.
Interesting to look at the Harvard matchup. Colin Bergstrom on Chris Lyons. Lyons known as a goal scorer. Bergstrom usually covers the carry.
Earlier this year.
That's a big face-off win for Yale. You can see the adrenaline and the energy on both sides. So athletic, so dynamic. It's going to be a great 105th matchup for Harvard and Yale here today. Both game. That is a great third goal on 3 shots.
When you draw that slide and Leo Johnson's left all alone, that's a dangerous place for a defense to be left at. The Crimson trying to pick up their first face-off here, and they will.
Lewis, 2 minutes into the game, down 3-0. First face-off, the 4th face-off of the game. This is going to be a great tempo game.
It's a Harvard team that comes in 6th in the Ivy League. And Brad Sharp does it. A 6'2 sophomore. Sharp now, his 10th goal. That opening, that first step, you know you got him beat. Is it at that moment you pick your spot, or do you just have to kind of go with what's given to you?
I think it's right there when you know you got that pin in the low post and the equivalent. It's time to just put that shot on cage, and Sam King is very, very efficient inside 5 yards as a shooter.
Sam King with his 28th goal of the season, a team leading 52 points for the sophomore.
Nick Ramsey has been terrific so far at the face-off X for the Bulldogs.
Ramsey, another face-off win. Continues his phenomenal
whole career, both high school and college.
49 goals on the season for Chris Lyons. Right behind him is Matt Brandow and Leo Johnson trying to creep up there. Now with 29 goals of his own. It's going to be 30 goals with 4 here today. There's a turnover just outside the box.
All you young players, you can see Johnson picks up the ground ball with 2
in the Ivy League and cost turnovers per game, guys.
Yeah, a big part of that, David, is Chase Yeager leading the Crimson in that category coming into today with 13 caused turnovers. The Crimson will need some of that defense to get them back into this game, trailing 6-1.
And on a group, we had 12 seniors out there earlier, but especially defensively, Chase Yeager takes a leadership role, being a little bit more of an upperclassman, you could say, on this Harvard roster, shall we say, and scores a really, really big goal here, closing it down. Big save by Alvarez here, you see. He's going to punt and return this. He's legging it out left. He's going to split, get to the middle of the field, and then it's just over. You can see he's picking up speed around the H, and then it's go time. 54, Carson Cool gets run by. Look at that, stick side, right where he should be. Teddy Malone there saying, thanks, we needed that.
Well, and part of that, right, you said turn on the Jets, but also just moving, swerving across, not giving the defense a single lane to cut off.
So smooth. You know the ride. The number one thing that Yale's looking to do there is turn the ball back. Back pipe on the shot. That's just great. Botkus plays on the extra man. He has all year, so he's had a lot of opportunities and couldn't think of a better day for the sophomore to step up.
3 different goal scorers for the Crimson. Yale led by Leo Johnson with 4 goals. Brad Sharp and Carson Cool with a goal apiece. A 6-3 lead here in the first quarter.
Just off balance, and that one's going to go into 2 seconds left here in the first quarter, Lewis.
The final buzzer sounds here for the first 15 minutes of play. Zawadzki picks up.
You see, Cornell got out to a big game, but that one's not going to go away. At the same time, Lewis, both teams know they will be playing. That is not a spot that's up for grabs. In my opinion, could help get this thing a little closer. Let's see what happens on the face-off here.
Last year, All Ivy honorable mention, picked up a goal and an assist against Yale in their game last year, the 17-16 overtime victory for the Bulls.
Second quarter.
5th goal on the year for Johnny Kibe, the product out of Jamesville, New York. Another face-off win, and quickly back into the offensive zone, and a score! Well, it's just a matter of time before Chris Lyons got on the board, and he does it in highlight reel fashion.
That was a face-off. You saw the adjustment by the Harvard coaching staff. They put the second long stick up on the midfield wing, put the short stick down low, but unfortunately, they found him. You can see the transition ground ball here, the wrestling match for the ball. Yale's going to run out with it, and then you got a short stick defending low. Very little you can do. 1, 2, 3, right on the doorstep. There's Lyons. Barnard tries to get in front of it, but great execution.
Now another one off the face-off, a bounce shot, and a score!
Wow.
Well, the Bulldogs might have had some Cheerios there in the intermission. They are moving.
This face-off game for Yale has been dominant the whole game. And here you see right out, kind of getting after the Harvard face-off game. He just clamps and wins. He's running. It's athlete versus athlete, and he's going to keep it. Puts it stick side low on the bouncer against Barnard. Very little you can do from point blank right there. Harvard down 6.
The Crimson did make the change coming into quarter number 2, and Christian Barnard in net. First 2 shots that go by are goals for the Bulldogs. And you talk about it, face-offs 11 of 15. Yale has dominated in the circle so far.
Machado Rodriguez and Nicholas Ramsey, the 2 face-off men for Yale. Great adjustment. That was Perry and Ip, and I think it was Botkus out there for the midfield group for the Crimson.
It's a 5-goal deficit for the Crimson. They'll try to win the face-off and get into the attacking zone. A foul is called there, and we'll wait to see what the call is, and it favors Yale. Nope, there's going to be a conversation just outside the offensive zone here for the Crimson. And seen on that replay was Perry did a great job faking a cut across and pulling out to open up that lane, and that shot saw its way right through.
They're doing a great job. Both teams right now, end of the season, end of the regular season, they know what they want to do. Both teams actually are running very similar offenses in what they're attempting to do, but great job there, great finish. Owen Gaffney's going to have to get a couple more here for the Crimson to have a chance in this game.
7 goals in the first quarter for Yale, 3 here in the second, 3 in both quarters for the Crimson. Trying to find an opportunity here on the advantage is King, and he loses it. Good defensive effort there on the far side of the field, taken away for the Crimson this season. An incredible accomplishment.
He's got the ball in his stick all the time. You can see the faith and trust that the Crimson staff has in him. Wow, great transition opportunity off the face-off. Leo Johnson, for the first time this game, goes high to low, misses a little wide, but Yale's right there to get it. But back to your point, Lewis, 100 points is a big deal in an Ivy League, and Tommy Bragg has been really impressive here today.
Well, we said it. He's been involved in the offensive plays here for Yale. Gets to it and picks up a big assist on that goal to make it 11-7. Bulldogs over the Crimson, and they win the face-off, and we'll have a chance here to close out the first half with possession. So quickly getting underway here in the second half. A 4-goal deficit for the Crimson. Yale 7-4 on the season, 2-3 in Ivy League play. That 3rd Ivy League win will be a big one for either team, with a chance to make it to the Ivy League.
Lewis, you feel like if the Yale Bulldogs win today and go on a run in the tournament, that Jared Paquette's going to be a huge reason why?
Absolutely, a big reason why the Yale Bulldogs are ahead here today. Really got a lot of practice with the U.S. national team back in 2019. And has really developed 31st of the season.
Big face-off here. You see Harvard's really trying to grab some momentum. Yale's done a terrific job generating offense through their ground balls and their ride game, but scoring really big-time goals, not eating up a lot of possession.
That play happens right in front of the Yale
Course of the year, really special.
Well, big shout out to Tower and Ladder 22 there of the FDNY. And of course, to Jerry Burns' brother for putting on that.
Had to really play hard the last few games, and you gotta want the rivalry game to mean a little bit more, and it does this year, Lewis.
Final game of the season with all the playoff implications. We told you Cornell and Princeton are currently in a battle. That will be for the regular season crown, and the number one is the Arch. That opened up a good lane for Graham Blake, and he finds the back of the net. It's a 2-goal deficit, 13-11, and a big face-off win for the Crimson.
It's going to happen. Tough way to end it. You can see that's a tough double on space, but Yale, Harvard, they've both been playing great. You're not going to deny anybody here tonight.
Ground ball off the face-off. Fought for and picked up by the Bulldogs. Another great win by Nicholas Ramsey. That's deflected to the far side and out of play. 25 seconds remain. Turnover is needed here for the Crimson. Back towards X. Brandow will hold on, tries to split the D. It's off his stick.